Charlotte, are we ready to make a start?
Yeah, ready, Chair, and it's started recording as well.
Okay. Good afternoon and welcome to this meeting of the Cabinet Scrutiny on the 12th of January. Just to make you all aware, today's meeting will be recorded. Can I also welcome any members of the public and press to today's meeting? Can I kindly ask you to observe the meeting only and not speak or participate? Can I please remind you all to switch your phone to silent for the duration of the meeting? In addition, can I refer you to the protocol for remote meeting which have been previously circulated? Namely, your microphone should be switched to mute unless you are speaking. Should you wish to ask a question or make a comment, can you please indicate either by the chat function or by raising your electronic hand by Team? I will assume that you have all read the paperwork before us today, prior to the meeting. Please only use the chat function to indicate if you wish to speak as an alternative to the electronic hand function or to raise any technical issues. When asking a question, can you please indicate which page number you are referring to? The first item on the agenda is to do a roll call. I am Councillor Saifur Rahman, the chair, and I'm present. I will now call on Charlotte, the Democratic Service Officer, to take the roll call. Charlotte, over to you, please.
Thanks, Chair, and I've marked you as present. Councillor Sharon Freegard.
Present, Charlotte.
Councillor Wyndham Griffiths.
Present, Charlotte.
Councillor Nigel Hent. Councillor Hent. I've had apologies from Councillor Steve Hent. Councillor Chris James.
Present, Charlotte.
Councillor Dennis Keogh.
Present, Charlotte.
Councillor Simon Niall.
I'm here, thank you, Charlotte.
Also had apologies from Councillor Llewellyn. Councillor Sandra Miller.
Present, Charlotte.
Councillor Rydian Maisen.
Present, no, Charlotte. Present.
Councillor Suzanne Paddison.
Present.
Had apologies from Councillor Purcell. Councillor Sonia Reynolds.
Present.
Councillor Rachel Taylor.
Present, Charlotte.
Councillor Alwyn Wilcock. Councillor Wilcock. If I just move on to Cabinet members, Councillor Edward Latham.
He sends his apologies, Charlotte. He might be slightly late.
Okay, thank you. Councillor Leanne Jones.
Present, Charlotte.
Thank you. Councillor Carol Clement Williams.
Apologies from Councillor Williams as well.
Thank you. Councillor Mike Harvey. No. Councillor Doreen Jones.
I'm here, Charlotte.
Councillor Alan Lockyer.
Here, Charlotte.
Councillor Peter Rees.
I'm here, Charlotte.
Councillor Peter Richards.
Present, Charlotte.
Councillor Annette Wingrave.
She sends apologies, Charlotte.
And then on to officers, Karen Jones.
Present, Charlotte.
Andrew Thomas.
Present, Charlotte.
Andrew Jarrett.
Yeah, present, Charlotte.
Nicola Pierce.
Apologies from Nicola, Charlotte. She's had to attend to other urgent matters and she's asked me to sit in for her.
Okay, thank you. Could I ask who that was? Apologies.
It's Mike Roberts. It's for Nicola.
Oh, thank you, Mike. Apologies. I couldn't recognise the voice then. Sorry. Craig Griffiths.
Present, Charlotte.
Gwen.
Present, Charlotte.
Nicole Blackmore.
Present, Charlotte.
Karen Furlow.
Present, Charlotte.
Jane Woodman-Ralph.
Present, Charlotte.
And I've marked Mike Roberts as present as well. Is there anyone that's in the meeting that I've missed out at all? Nope. Chair, I could see Councillor Wilcock was trying to attend a different meeting, so I'll try and get him in the background, but he will be present. And other than that, that's everyone. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Charlotte. The next item on the scrutiny agenda is Chair's announcement. We have chosen to scrutinize item 8. There's a comment on item 9, and we have also decided to scrutinize item 10 on the Cabinet agenda. Moving on then, next item, declaration of interest. Can members please indicate whether they have any declaration of interest in relation to the items that we have chosen to scrutinize? Can you please indicate? Sharon, please.
Thank you, Chair. Yes, I've got an interest in item 10, so I'll need to leave the meeting.
Yeah.
Okay. Doreen, please.
Yeah, I've got an interest in item 10 as well, so I would need to leave. I know it's scrutiny, but I still need to leave the meeting.
Okay, thank you both. Anybody else wish to declare any interest? No. Okay. The next item is pre-decision scrutiny. Okay, so now we'll move on to the cabinet papers. Okay, the first item we are to scrutinize is item number 8, which is the cyber security strategy. The reporting officer is Chris Owen. This item is for decision, and you can see the recommendation on page 26. Chris, is there anything you wish to add, or shall I just go straight to question?
Happy to field any questions.
Okay, thank you, Chris. Can I call up Suzanne, please?
Thank you very much, Chair. Yes, Chris, no objections to the strategy at all. I just have a question, and I'm not quite sure if it's for this arena, but I will ask it anyway, and if it isn't, you can direct me. Is it possible to field off any malicious or repetitive emails that are sent in under this type of strategy, because I feel that would be quite useful, because recently there have been quite a spate of them. Thank you.
Chris, over to you.
Thank you, Councillor Patterson. We have a range of technical measures and controls already in place to try and prevent as much malicious email coming through as possible. Clearly, our filters are only as good as the latest updates that they've had, and things can get through, and we acknowledge that. The strategy within the actions will continue to allow us to evolve the technical measures that are in place. What it also does is sit alongside some of the other operational measures that we have around what we do if we have an incident or something goes wrong. So if someone receives a phishing email or malicious email, there's processes that our service desk put in play as soon as it's reported to deal with that matter. So it sits alongside us. So it's a bit of a jigsaw of pieces, really, to try and make sure we're as protected as possible across all our information systems. But definitely the strategy will improve that position going forwards.
Oh, that's excellent. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you, Chris. Anybody else has any other question? There were no other indication at the briefing earlier on. Okay, I don't see any. So can I take you to the recommendation, page 26, please? I'll need a proposer and a seconder for this to go to cabinet.
I move, Chair.
Thank you, Dennis. A seconder, please.
I'll second that.
Second, Chair.
Okay. Anybody against? No. Okay. Excuse me. Okay, the next item is item number 9, which is the audit Wales. No question. It's a comment that Councillor Suzanne Partition wished to make. Suzanne?
Thank you very much, Chair. Yes, I do acknowledge that the auditor has spelled out in the report that it was just the legal obligations that they were checking, but it is very pleasing as a member of the council to have an audit that says that we are meeting our legal responsibilities, and I think this council, deserves credit as well as everybody else. That we have to do it, but we are meeting our legal obligations. Very pleasing to have that put down in writing from someone who's come in from the outside. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Suzanne. This item is for information, and the report is for noting. The next item is the third sector grant funding. Can I call up Councillor Sandra Miller, please, first for this item?
Yes, thank you, Chair. I was a bit concerned about this late application
in as much as Age Connect are a very well-established organisation who have been serving the communities very well over many, many years. And I was quite concerned about this late application coming in, and I wanted to perhaps know the reasons why, because in the past, when we've had late applications, they haven't been considered for the funding. Now, there may well be justifiable reasons for this, but concerned that we might, by allowing this so, that we might open the floodgates, for want of a better term. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you, Sandra. I believe Craig will probably respond to your question on absent of Hugh. Craig, are you in the call?
I am indeed, Councillor Hammond. So
Yeah.
yes, Hugh Jones has asked me if I could cover any questions specifically on this report for him. Going back to your question, Councillor Miller, I believe that something inadvertent happened, obviously, with the submission of the application, whether there could have been some technical details which prevented it ultimately being submitted at that point. Obviously, Age Concern has been an organisation that we've worked with now for a number of years and have been funded via this programme. So it looked as if it was purely inadvertent, purely administrative in this side. It's not necessarily going to set a precedent because we do investigate reasons, obviously, why applications were not submitted as part of it. But the recommendation from officers, if members are happy, is that they could proceed to grant it and it wouldn't cause any unnecessary precedents going forward.
Sandra, I'll come back to you.
Yes, thank you, Chair. That's the only explanation I need, in that something of a glitch happened along the way, because Age Connect have been around a long, long time, and it would be churlish of us to turn it down when there was a good enough reason for it to be granted. Thank you, Chair.
Okay. Sonia, did you have a follow-up question to Sandra's question, or you're happy with the answer that you've had from Craig?
Thank you, Chair. My query's been addressed.
Thank you very much. I don't see any other indication, and there were no other indication at the pre-briefing on this item. So can I take you to the recommendation, please, on page 54, which is going to Cabinet? I need a proposal and a... Oh, thank you, Sandra.
Move the recommendation, Chair.
Okay, second, please.
I second, Chair.
Thank you very much. Anyone against? No? Okay, thank you. There are no urgent items today, so if I take you back to the scrutiny agenda, the next item we have is the forward work program. This is for noting. Charlotte, do you want to add anything to our work program, or you're happy for me to move on?
Yeah, nothing to add, Chair. It's just there for information and for noting for members. Obviously, if there's anything that members would like to add in future, then we can always discuss that via email. So it's just for noting on this occasion.
Okay, thank you, Charlotte. As I said, there are no urgent items, and I will now bring this meeting to a close. Thank you all for attending today's meeting. And can I just remind those that are invited to attend the cabinet meeting after, please join the link which is sent to you. Okay, thank you very much all.
Thanks, Chair.
Thank you, Si.
Bye-bye.
I'm not so worried about his meetings now.